What's up, people? This is Big Boss Calvin 83. So, thanks to my godmother for sending me this. This is what she sent me. I guess she knows what I'm doing. Me with this being awake, being conscious and woke. Me speaking truth to power. She shares this with me. So thank you, to my godmother. Anyway, and I hope you're doing well. And I hope that Larissa's doing well. Anyway, this is what she sent me. I'm going to read it off right here. Trump has asked the news media to stop advertising Obamacare marketplace enrollment purposely. Sorry about that. Let me read that again. Trump has asked the news media to stop advertising Obamacare marketplace enrollment, purposely sabotaging it in order for this bill to get passed. This information needs to go viral. Please forward this to as many people as you can. Millions will be impacted. No shit. I got you on that. So I'm going to play the clip and I'll just give my final thoughts.
With all the attention on the House healthcare repeal bill that steals healthcare from millions of Americans and jacks costs up for everybody else, I wanted to make sure that you knew that the President of the United States is right now, as we speak, trying to sabotage the American healthcare system as political retribution against people that wouldn't work with him. Here's what President Trump is doing. He's trying to ruin the American healthcare system, to create a crisis that then will necessitate this piece of legislation. It all started when he issued an executive order.
Next is an executive order minimizing the economic burden of the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act pending repeal.
An executive order that commanded all federal agencies to start undermining the Affordable Care Act, and his agencies listened. The IRS decided to stop enforcing the individual mandate that was the underpinning of the Affordable Care Act. That has resulted in insurance companies all across the country jacking their rates up explicitly because they don't believe that healthy people will buy insurance. It continued when the Trump administration stopped funding the advertising for the Affordable Care Act and the healthcare exchanges. When President Trump was sworn into office, open enrollment was happening, and we were on pace to set records. But when President Trump started talking down the Affordable Care Act,
the fact is Obamacare is a disaster,
and pulled the advertising for it, people stopped signing up. And we ended up having somewhere around 300 to 500,000 people that didn't sign up for the Affordable Care Act because Trump pulled the advertising. And now HHS is threatening to pull the subsidies that go to insurance companies to incentivize them to take part in these markets. They've just committed to sending the subsidies on a month-by-month basis, which has left every insurance company in the country with the potential decision to pull out of the marketplaces without the assurance that these subsidies are going to continue. So there is a very purposeful, intentional, planned strategy that this administration is undertaking to try to weaken and sabotage the U.S. healthcare system so that they can have a reason for why this repeal bill has to pass, despite the fact that it will result in millions of people losing coverage, rates going up, and benefits going down. You need to know about this campaign of sabotage so you can speak up about it.
So, it is what it is. But my take on this whole thing is it serves you dumb motherfuckers who voted for Trump. This goes out to you Caucasian supremacists, especially you poor motherfuckers and you dumbass Caucasian bitches who voted for Trump. You, first of all, you're talking about feminism, Me Too, women's issues, but you voted for the biggest woman-hating, misogynistic, racist prick bastard that has ever lived. And you Caucasian females are responsible for this because who was the first teacher of who taught him this racist shit? Who taught him to be like this? Who enabled him to be like the way he is as a man, especially a male chauvinist? You Caucasian females, because The problem with y'all is that because y'all so hypergamous is that you don't give a damn how a man treats you. And it's most women, but specifically Caucasian females, because they're the standard of how women should act. And I wish y'all stop following that standard. Y'all enable these guys to be sexist. But you're sexist too in your own way. You're sexist too. Because you got good guys out here who treat you well, but you don't give them the time of day because they don't have money and they're not tall and good looking and they don't have the status that you want. So you can come up and use and exploit and throw, and then when you get what you want, you're gonna toss them to the side and rape them for alimony and child support. Yeah, I know that was tangent for a minute, but it is. I'm just saying it for what it is. It's okay. So let me say this. Lost my train of thought. You poor Caucasians and you other Caucasians, especially you privileged ones, you spend so much effort trying to keep people of color, specifically black people, down. You don't want us to have nothing, but you want us to work in your system. But when stuff happens to us and we get shortchanged and we fail, you say we can't blame you, but y'all are responsible for this shit. But when shit happens to y'all, when you try to fuck us over, you end up fucking your own selves over. You spend so much wasted time and energy worrying about what we're doing, but you don't check your own people. You don't check these Caucasian elites. They don't give a damn about you either. If you ain't part of the elite class, you out. It don't matter what color you are, but you don't fucking get it. You Caucasian folks talk about you don't want us to have welfare food stamps, but you don't want us to have. And my thing is, if you don't want us to have welfare food stamps and other public services that we pay for, and we built this country so y'all can benefit. Mostly Caucasian people are on welfare, but especially that welfare queen is the Caucasian bitch, and that welfare king, so-called king, is the Caucasian male. Y'all commit welfare fraud when there's no reason to. Y'all got all the advantages and all the fucking benefits. Y'all getting these services. Y'all getting all these handouts and all that other shit. You always been getting handouts since day one. Since you came into North America, since you fucked up the whole goddamn world. You've been getting your way all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fed up with this shit because you Caucasian folks are now crying and talk about he's evil. He don't care about people. Well, y'all voted for him. And Hillary Clinton ain't no damn better because those Democrats are fake, are racist and fake and sex, and well, actually, more gynocentric and man-hating too. So, but the thing is, you Caucasian folks play both sides of the fence. Y'all don't give a damn about nobody but yourselves. When cops, there was an incident out in Arizona that happened like 2 years ago where a cop shot an unarmed Caucasian person, a Caucasian man. He was a father, and now that woman and his children are, now that woman is a widow and with a couple of children, and now they don't have a father. But that didn't make national news that a crooked cop, a Caucasian male cop, killed another Caucasian male, and nobody talked about it. Y'all don't talk about white on white crime like y'all should, and y'all the motherfuckers who are dying the fuck out, which I'm actually happy that that's happening. But that's another. But you already know my stance on it. Y'all crying about losing Obamacare, but you treated Obama like shit. Y'all disrespected Obama and his wife and children. On top of that, you talk shit about him. He did everything for y'all. He didn't do nothing for black people. But even when he tried, you want to pull the reverse racist card. But obviously, he's working under the system of Caucasian supremacy, so black people cannot be racist. But no, you just don't want us to have nothing. You want to control us. But then my thing is, if you want to control us, then you are at fault for our fucking condition. Not only that, you have other people who are fucked up and disenfranchised too, especially around the world. But you don't want to take no blame for that. But now you want to give a fuck when it happens to you, when it affects you personally. And that selfish attitude is the reason why this world is fucked up. Nobody cares about nobody no damn more. Actually, it was always like that. But nobody cares about nobody no more. Everybody's selfish. Everybody's out for themselves. And you wonder why people don't give a shit about each other. You have women being beat up and raped. Nobody gives a fuck. Even other women. You have men. We already know men don't care about other men. But you Caucasian males created a culture where you don't that men can that you men are created equal. But that's bullshit. Nobody cares about each other, and you wonder why shit is. You Caucasian males crying online, talking about, oh, you are hated. You don't have no. You are mistreated. You getting the short end of the stick, which is bullshit. No, it's actually men of color. But I digress. My thing is the reason why people don't respect you and take you seriously because you're full of shit. You spend your time fucking over people. You act like you got it like that. You spend your time lying and deceiving and just fucking over people. And I had a person show me a video about a guy, showing a man, who got raped for alimony and child support, and he's going to jail. And that was like a couple years ago. I don't feel bad for him because you Caucasian males allow this shit to go on. You spend so much time trying to be on top, maintain your Caucasian supremacy and privilege, but you can't make it without your woman. Without the Caucasian female, you cannot have white babies. So I don't feel, I know this video is a problem about the Obamacare, but my thing is that millions are going to be suffering, and I'm going to be suffering too, but I don't give a fuck because at the end of the day, you motherfuckers voted for this motherfucker. Same with you self-hating, Negro peeing, handkerchief head, Negro bedwench, dumbass Uncle Ruckus, Sambo bitches. But you Caucasian folks, it's your fault. Y'all supported Trump. Y'all thought he was going to give y'all jobs. First of all, Donald Trump is a New Yorker. He don't give a damn about poor America, poor so-called white America. He don't give a damn about the average Caucasian male, middle class or poor. He don't give a damn about the wealthy. When will y'all wake up and understand that? So in closing, my thing is it's on so-called white America kick cut. Free case, don't get it twisted, don't get it fucked up. Y'all now crying about Obamacare, you're losing your welfare, your food stamps, your benefits. Well, you spend so many time trying to prevent other people from not having nothing. You want to count other people's money, but now when your money's getting counted, now when you don't have those benefits, those perks and benefits and public assistance and all these social programs, that you benefit from, you also benefit from affirmative action. Now, when y'all getting your nigga moment, now you want everybody. Now you want the whole world to rise with you and fight the bully. When you created a bully, you put the bully in office. So y'all deal with that shit. So my thing is, hey, you get what you pay.